to clear that out. Huh?
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily.
And I look jaundiced, but it's because of the light in here.
Yeah, close those up. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway,
we need to get the guys in here from Operation Firewalk because they fixed the projector that day to make it look amazing.
Oh, did they? What did they do?
They adjusted. Well, they leveled it, and then they actually adjusted the hues and colors and everything else. That's right. So they did a lot of work that morning.
We have to adjust it every time we set that thing up.
Oh, I'm talking about the colors.
I'm talking about the level.
The levels, the screw itself, they loosened it up. There's an actual screw that you unscrew to make it level.
Yep.
All right. Do you have numbers? You want to go first since you have...
I can go first.
Less numbers.
Less numbers is the guy's name. That one. Okay. Present arms. 694 active listings in Stanislaus County. Woohoo!
How many?
694 active listings in Stanislaus County, and there's probably 2,700 realtors in Stanislaus County.
What's the closings?
1,057
so far for
into the first week of
that's 4 months.
May. 4 full months.
Yeah, so that's about 250 some.
Yeah, I think we were at 245 last week.
Well, 4 into 1,000 is 250, and then you have 57
and then you get
more.
7, so that's 250.
Yeah, 57 more divided by 4.
Yeah,
so you figure that one out. 16 each.
Yeah, not much.
Well, that's 266.
Yeah, we got way too many realtors for what's happening in Modesto.
Well, that's a good thing. They have other jobs.
Yeah, they do. You see them at a bakery or where can I go there? Maybe.
I don't know. We need to work on your jaundices.
Yep. All right.
It's because you always wear those colorful shirts.
This is not colorful. It's white.
Exactly. You're blending in.
I didn't want to wear a colorful shirt today.
All right. What do I have? Let's see here. Dow sitting about 217 up. 10 years, 4.293. We're down 1.3 basis points, and the bonds up about 8 basis points. What does that mean?
What does
Not
that
a damn
mean?
thing.
Yeah. So what does it mean with Powell's been talking about wanting to speak and do some cuts?
Well, he doesn't want to do some cuts. So Federal Reserve meeting, the Fed is expected to hold their current Fed funds rate at the current conclusion. It is collusion.
Yep.
But they're not going to do it. They're not going to raise it, lower it. They're just going to keep where it's at. What they're doing is they're really watching the Chinese trade talks closely. And some people, there haven't been any Chinese trade talks that you know about, or what they're going to tell that information.
They've been talking every day. All
right. So regarding the Chinese trade talks, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng, I can't even say his name, are meeting this weekend in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, that's kind of a neutral place unless they have your Nazi stuff. Because they stole everything and put it there.
Yeah.
It's the first formal dialogue since the U.S. imposed 145% tariffs on Chinese goods. We've got to remember one thing. We buy a ton of their stuff. I mean, how much... we consume pretty much they make it, we consume it, right?
Yeah. And they rebuild it. We create it, they rebuild it for cheaper, and then they sell it back to us.
Right. And then everybody's complaining, I don't want to spend another I can only buy one Barbie for my daughter. Well,
yeah.
How many Barbies does she need? Or he needs?
She's a collector. He's a collector.
What's at stake? These talks aim to de-escalate tensions that have drastically reduced trade between U.S. and China. Markets will be watching this closely. We've already talked about this. If you look at, they're thinking there's a 57% chance on a recession this year, with tariff cited as a contributing factor. We had a 50-50 chance, you and I, from just the fact going into this year because of where we've been. Mortgage applications came out today. According to the Mortgage Bankers Association, they're saying the rates are 6.875, down 34 basis points from last year. This is Fannie and Freddie talking, not me.
Yeah.
So don't send me to the
bad boy school.
Yeah. Purchase applications are up 11% this week, 13% year over year, and refinances are also up 11%, and impressively 51% year over year. That's not impressively. If it was impressively, it'd be 200% year over year.
I got something.
Mortgage bonds are testing their 25-day moving average. 10-year yield is currently between a ceiling of 4.332. That's a Fibonacci level. If you don't understand what that is,
I do.
That's like the nation's, what was that one show that, National Treasure.
Oh, he's
So
a
it's
movie
a Fibonacci.
with Nick Cage.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. All right. So, what you and I were sent some articles for a producer for stuff, and I actually went through them for later today. But California sales activity is down in Southern California, the Central Coast, and the far north in California. But our activity is up in San Francisco and Central Valley. Rising prices and tighter inventory continues to shape the market landscape. Well, I think one of the issues, and I'm surprised that they're down in Southern California, but it's probably because people are like, "Oh, your house burned, and now you got to buy another one, and you're going to pay top dollar." So, and then the big thing is sellers are slashing prices in those areas by tens of thousands because buyer behavior has become more cautious. They just don't know what's going on. They don't know what they're doing, and they're afraid.
Right.
And the tariffs doesn't help. A lot of the noise that's out there doesn't help. People don't know if they're having a job, if they're going to lose their job. You have people who work for the different companies, different government agencies, or supposedly might be getting laid off. They don't know yet. So that's people are on hold for
They're
a lot
cautious,
of this stuff.
very cautious.
And when people are cautious, is the best time to buy.
Yep.
Even and popular markets, homes are sitting longer with buyers demanding better deals or walking away. Ooh.
Yep. It's a changing scenery.
Right. But that's okay if we get into a balanced market where you have to work with them instead of take it or leave it. Buy my house the way it is, or I'm not going to
do it.
So migration is still New York City, right? Lost 14 billion in income as
14 billion.
Yeah. As 125,000 residents had moved to Florida.
Wow.
And we know why.
Yeah.
Lower taxes, affordability, lifestyle. Many
high insurance rates.
Ex-New Yorkers say they don't regret it. People thought we'd be crazy, but we're ahead of the curve. Well, yeah, you are. But that's that curve's kind of over because you're going to be paying a lot more in Florida right now. And actually, there's a lot of houses on the market. Get a deal right now.
Right. A third of the nation's active listings.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah. There was another article about home renovation costs in 2025. It came from NerdWallet. The average cost to renovate a house in 2025. What do you think a kitchen remodel is?
80,000.
25 to 50,000.
Okay.
What are you putting in there?
I was going to go top dollar.
Bathroom upgrades, 10 to 30 grand.
I just got yelled at.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said 80,000. Mike.
Full home remodels, 100 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Labor shortages, higher material costs are pushing budgets upwards. Planning and prioritization are key. You get that?
Yeah, our key. Well, see, I know I didn't go top dollar in my kitchen, and it was probably 35 when we did the remodel several years ago. In fact, we finished just before the Rona arrived.
Right.
So I figured cost has got probably at least double, so 70.
But I mean, there's, renovations remain a strong value add, but budgeting properly and choosing the ROI friendly improvements like kitchens, HVAC, curb appeal are more important than ever.
Yeah.
Well, the bathroom thing is it's bathroom, kitchens and everything, remodeling them. A lot of people thinks it's going to give them so much more money for the house. No, you're going to bring it up to the current level of what it
people
should
kind of
at.
expect.
Exactly. Yeah. When you walk into a house that needs everything updated, that's not a good selling point.
It's like when Bugs Bunny sees another bunny that he falls in love with, and the hearts go brrr. You walk into a house like that, and the dollar signs go brrr.
There they go. Let's leave.
Yeah,
their feet are.
Oh my God, I can't afford this.
Yeah.
And overbid on the property.
They're Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah.
That was one of my favorite cartoons.
Oh,
Speedy.
Not mine.
See.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
That's it. That's all I
really
have.
it.
Yeah. There's not. So today was this week is a very light news week. I have to go reach and find stuff. And I found, luckily we had those articles and it was not much to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just saying that, in certain, it's what we always talk about. Real estate is location. If the house is in the right location, it could be destroyed and people will buy it.
Right. Well, yeah. If you can find the worst house in the best block, wow, did you just score? But if you're going to buy the best house in the worst block, nope, don't do that yet.
No, don't at all.
You got to wait for the rest of the block to catch up with you, and then you're going to overpay.
Yep.
So I
That's
kind
all.
of sound like Eeyore right there, didn't I?
I don't know.
Oh no, you're going to overpay. I don't
Boy,
think you
you're sure
ever
doing
overpay when you're in the market and you find and you
Not
and
after
you want
5
to have
years.
a home.
Not after 5 years.
Yeah, you're fine.
A year later, 2 years later, you'll be fine.
The wise words of my old business partner Patrick Wallace, when he made me pay $5,000 more than I wanted to pay, and he said, "Dude, in the long term, you won't even think twice about it."
Yeah,
I think about it every day.
Because you tell her story.
I tell the story to everybody, and I've been doing it for 14 years.
Yeah. All right, everybody, make it a great day.
Peace
thanks
out.
for being here, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a little bit more news. And Mike, thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm glad I woke up.
Yeah, everybody, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, kids.